Hello and welcome to Hidden Video Game Details, the series that aims to show you the things that you may have missed in your favourite games and that I think are really cool. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoy these videos and be sure to leave your suggestions in the comments down below and I'll make sure that you get a shout out in the credits at the end of the next video. Anyway, without further delay, let's get started. Right, let's begin today's video with Plants vs Zombies 2. Now, the original Plants vs Zombies was an awesome game. So when PvZ2 was released in 2013, many fans of the original were expecting more of the same. Well, in a move that, looking back, we should have all seen coming when EA got involved, Plants vs Zombies 2 was riddled with microtransactions. The thing is, the core gameplay of PvZ2 is the same gameplay that made the first game so popular. But I don't know about you, once I realised that PvZ2 was determined to squeeze any money it could out of me, I never played it again. Well, that was until now. One of the plants that you can use in Plants vs Zombies 2 is the lightning reed. This plant zaps any zombies that go near it, even those not in its lane, which is quite handy. And if a chicken throwing zombie happens to appear, the lightning reed will turn said chickens into this. So killing a chicken with the lightning reed will turn it into a bucket of fried chicken, which is pretty funny. Now, I'm going to come clean here. The only reason I'm including this next detail is because I'm certain that this game has loads of cool things that I don't know about. Brawlhalla is a free-to-play platform fighter game that's got a pretty damn impressive roster of characters. Alongside original characters made for the game, there are a ton of DLC characters from various different movies, games, and TV shows. Don't get me wrong, buying all of these characters will set you back a small fortune, but it's still a cool lineup. One of the original characters in Brawlhalla is Thea, who is described as a fast legend with low defense. Well, it turns out that Thea also has low patience. If you leave her idle at the character select screen, she will do this. Okay, I know this isn't the most impressive detail you've ever seen, but like I said, I'm sure there are plenty of really cool details in this game that I don't know about. But if you know of anything cool, then let me know in the comments. So do you remember a few weeks ago when I said that the pause screen is usually a safe haven after being jump scared by Bendy's Secrets of the Machine? Well, I found another game that disrespects the sanctity of the pause screen. But this one has a pretty clever excuse. In the recently released early access version of the brilliant Hades 2, you will eventually have to fight the Titan of Time himself, Chronos. Now, given that Chronos controls time, he understands just how important every second is. So if you try to pause the game when fighting him, this will happen.
You do not control the flow of time. Not here.
So Chronos will simply unpause the game, as it is he who controls time, not you. This means that if the door goes or you need the toilet, you're pretty much screwed. Still, there are tons of lines of dialogue that Chronos can say before unpausing, so here are a couple of my favourites.
Time does not stop for you. Who exactly do you think you are? I said no. We fight. How very rude of you to even try.
So recently, I was watching the Eggcellent wrestling bios discussing the not so excellent PlayStation 1 game WCW Nitro. In typical fashion, he ran through the game's various unlockables, including the many different arenas that you can fight in. And that's when he said something that really caught my attention. The disco arena sees your chosen wrestlers battling it out in a disco-themed arena. I mean, the clue is in the name. Well, if you press the taunt button whilst playing in this arena, this will happen. So your wrestler will stop whatever they're doing to perform the YMCA. The thing is, no matter what your opponent is doing at the time, as soon as you press taunt, they will do the YMCA as well. This means that if you're playing with a friend, you could easily annoy them by simply spamming the taunt button, meaning that no one gets to land any moves. It's terrible game design, but it is hilarious. Now, all the way back in episode 74 of the video game Easter egg series, we took a look at a demo for a game called Selaco. Well, fast forward almost 2 years and the game has released, albeit in early access, and it's brilliant. Seriously, exploring this game world has been some of the most fun I've had in a game in a long time, and the feeling of sliding into enemies before finishing them off with a quick shotgun blast to the chest is pure video game joy. Now, the detail I wanted to highlight from Selaco can be found in any of the game's toilets. If you grab an item and place it on the toilet, you can do this. So you can flush items down the toilet, which is really cool. However, that's not where this detail ends. If you continue to fill the toilet with all manner of items, eventually this will happen. So the toilet will explode. Like I said, I love this game and I plan on playing a whole bunch more of it. So if you know of anything that you think I should check out, then let me know in the comments. Now, Ori and the Blind Forest is a very pretty game. I mean, look at it. But what if you want to add a splash of colour to the sometimes dark world that Ori finds themselves in? Well, it turns out that you can. Despite playing the game when it first came out and dipping back in every now and again ever since, I never knew Ori and the Blind Forest had cheats. So if you enter left up, right down, up, A, Ori will change colour. I mean, the fact that this game has been out for what seems like ages now, and I still didn't know this, just goes to show that even when you think you know all you can about a game, there's always something you missed. Right, let's end today's video with Multiversus. Now, given the sheer amount of different licensed properties found in Multiversus, the opportunity for funny interactions between the characters is almost limitless. Take Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty, who, much like how he behaves in the show that he's from, isn't afraid of sharing his opinions. For example, if Rick takes on the Dark Knight himself, he has a couple of very funny intro voice lines.
Oh hey, it's Batman! I've never seen you in a video game before. Look everyone, it's the multi-million-dollar man, Bruce Wayne. Yes, I know it's you, you piece of shit.
Rick also has some cool dialogue when fighting Jason Voorhees.
Who let the moron with the hockey mask in here? Aren't there hormonal teens that need murdering somewhere?
Like I said, the possibilities here are almost limitless, so fingers crossed you guys know more cool voice lines like these ones. The final detail in Multiversus could actually be pretty helpful in a fight. The Joker's neutral attack sees him throwing a playing card at his opponent. This attack actually cycles through 3 different cards, each with a different effect. Well, if you crouch, you may notice the Joker shuffling his deck. What's cool is, this isn't just an idle animation. Crouching when playing as the Joker will change the card that he throws, as shown here by the symbol below his name. I mean, I don't know about you, but I think this is really cool. So that's it. If you know of any cool things in games that you think I should check out, then leave them down in the comments. Big or small, obvious or not obvious, if I think it's cool, I'll include it in a video, and also thank you at the end of the video like these people here. As always, thank you all for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.